Now, what's going on with you today? Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. So today I want to have a little conversation about this story involving Adin Ross and 21 Savage. 21, can you scam some for me? So you might have heard about the story, but it involves streamer Adin Ross, a guy who I'm sure you might be familiar with. He's one of the most popular streamers in the world. Now, Adin Ross the other day was doing a little stream with 21 Savage, who recently dropped an album. He's doing like a promo run, and so he's on Adin Ross' platform, right? But they were doing this little stream where they're playing a little bit of 2K, and they were also playing a game of cards. Everything seemed to be going just fine until 21 Savage decided to be on some sneaky shit. So 21 Savage decided to cheat in front of hundreds of thousands of people, right in front of Adin Ross's face. And in the end, when he got caught by Adin Ross, he decided to just play stupid. So let me just play you this clip right here where you can see 21 Savage handing an entire deck of cards to one of his homies who's not in the frame. And then a couple seconds later, he hands those cards back to 21 Savage. They then spread all the cards over the little coffee table that they're using. A couple seconds later, something really interesting happens. You see 21 Savage hovering his head over the coffee table, and then he's like looking very intensely at the cards on the table. Mind you, there's an audience of hundreds of thousands of people because this is a live stream and people are seeing this go down and they're putting all this in the chat.
Nah, he's not gonna scam me, trust. I know how to play that shit.
Simple.
Yeah, nah. Do we have like a table where we could sit like this?
Yeah, a little circle.
Like a little circle of a table?
Yeah.
Here.
Don't get caught. Yeah.
He's gonna put a table right here, so just right here.
You gotta play at least 1,000.
Alright, I'm gonna learn it, bro. I don't give a fuck. You're gonna lose more, so it's fine.
High card.
High card, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It is?
It's just a little guy. Fuck, bro.
Show it first, because I showed it first last time. Don't be with. Let me see real quick. Oh, no, it's not right here.
Where my soda?
And as you can see, he has like a fresh deck of cards, and then right here, okay, right, 1 second, right there, he hands it over to someone. Okay, so he hands it over to one of his homies because he doesn't have the cards in his hands at this moment right here, right? And so he's waiting for him to do his little magic, and then right here he gets the cards back. Let's see, boom, he gets the cards back. Okay, he gets the cards back. Okay, and then boom, they put all the cards on the table. And then as you can see, Adin Ross, he's like looking at the chat, and then what happens right here, look, Adin Ross leans over to the computer, his homie points at the exact card, okay, because it's marked, that's what it is. 21 Savage takes the damn card, boom, there we go. And then Adin looks back and he doesn't notice anything. And then to top it off, after this entire ordeal, as you can see right here, okay, they're both Adin and 21 Savage, they're looking at the chat, they're looking, you know, their eyes are on the computer, right? And look what happens right here. 21 Savage does like this little signal right here to one of his homies. And what does that mean? Well, what does he do a couple seconds later? Bam, he's pointing at the cards that are on the table. What does that mean? That means take the damn cards off the table so I don't get caught cheating, bruh. That's what that means. So yeah, I mean, this is literally proof right here. Does this look genuine to you? Look at this. Yo, he ain't even trying to hide it, man. Yo, 21, bruh. You're in front of hundreds of thousands of people. You're not slick. Come on, dog. Adin Ross is like very oblivious to what's going on, or he's just playing along. I'm not sure, I can't really tell, but it seems like Adin didn't really process what was going on. So you see 21 Savage hovering over the cards, and then as soon as Adin turns his face, one of 21 Savage's homies, who's right there with him, he directs 21 Savage to one of the marked cards, and he literally like points at it. So one of his homies points at the goddamn card. Now the question is why? Well, we're gonna get to that in a second. And then after this, Adin Ross decides to, you know, he calls out the damn bluff and he says, yo, these cards are marked, bruh. And 21 Savage is like acting all like, what? Like, wait, that's crazy. They marked? Like, what? That's crazy. So obviously the cards in question are marked, and 21 Savage had his homies switch out the card. I can't believe people are like trying to absolve accountability from 21 in this situation. He clearly knew what he was doing. People are trying to blame this on 21 Savage's team, like 21 ain't a 31-year-old grown man who knew what he was doing in this situation, who planned this with his homies before he pulled up to Adin's stream. Now the question is, why did 21 Savage feel so comfortable doing this in front of so many people? Because initially that's what I was thinking, because, you know, I was like, yo, this gotta be staged, because ain't no way 21 Savage doesn't think that these hundreds of thousands of people are gonna call him out on the fact that he's scamming, which is eventually gonna lead to him getting caught. But honestly, I don't really think this is fake at all. I think this entire situation is real, and that's because look at it from 21 Savage's perspective. He just dropped a project, okay? He's going on Adin's stream to promote his album and do a little bit of press. Why in the world would him being a scammer and a cheater be good promotion for his album? And by the way, Adin Ross dropped a video like a couple hours ago saying that 21 Savage called him and apologized. Now, a man who didn't do anything will not apologize. So, yes, he cheated. I seen him do it.
Right after the stream ended, 21 called my phone, and we spoke for like 20 minutes. And he was just saying to me, like, I got the wrong people around me and shit, and I'm sorry about that, bro. It's just flat out embarrassing, and I'm not that at all. And you know, I'm sorry, man, and all that stuff. And then he's like, send me your wire info. Make sure you have the wire in the morning. He came through on it. I got the full $250,000, which is what we agreed on before starting the card game and before starting the dice, right?
So this is crazy though, man. I mean, the fact that 21 Savage was so comfortable doing this in front of so many people, to me, that's just so shady. I mean, 21 gave off the energy of a man who steals your phone and then looks for the phone with you, acting like he didn't steal that shit. And the reason why I think 21 Savage did this is because I think he thought that Adin Ross was an easy lick. So he probably thought in his mind, I'm gonna just go on this guy's stream, show up in the flesh just to promote my album, and I'll scam his white ass out of hundreds of thousands of dollars right in front of his face. What is he gonna do? I'ma probably get away with it. As it relates to content creators and kind of the relationship that they have and the view they have of them, is that a lot of these rappers actually look down on content creators. That includes reviewers, that includes reaction channels, that includes streamers, and that includes hip-hop media outlets like myself. Because they feel like if these people are covering me, then I have to be more important than them. Not realizing that if we stop covering your ass, you become irrelevant. The reason why 21 Savage ran to Adin Ross's stream is because he's the new MTV. Because blogs are dead now, okay? It's content creators that are keeping a lot of these artists alive now. That's a fact. So they have this holier than thou mindset as far as their view when it comes to content creators in general. Specifically content creators that are media outlets like myself though. And when it comes to guys like Adin Ross, since they have this lens of I'm better than this person because they're covering me, what happens is they feel very comfortable with blatant disrespect, because from their perspective, I'm not only better than you, but I also know that you're most likely intimidated by me because of the content that I put out to the world. And this is one of the reasons why I don't think Adin Ross wanted to be that confrontational. At the end of the day, he's around 21 Savage, a nigga with a cross on his fucking face. Some of his homies are there. I accuse him of cheating. What could go down, right? And also too, it's in Adin Ross's best interest to not get upset about this, because at the end of the day, even though Adin Ross doesn't technically need these rappers, I'm sure he wants these rappers to come on his platform because it does benefit him at the end of the day. And one thing in hip-hop is, you know, a lot of rappers, they're allergic to accountability, and since like attracts like, people who have the same moral compass attract other people with the same moral compass. And so if 21 Savage's peers, if they see Adin Ross holding 21 Savage accountable, they're gonna mentally place themselves in that position and say, if I was on his platform and I did some snake shit to him, he would probably hold me accountable in front of all these people, which would lead to my image suffering because he's now exposing my fraudulent ways. And that means that they're less likely to actually come on his platform. So Adin Ross is obviously, you know, fine with all this stuff, and he accepted 21 Savage's apology because he doesn't want to lose out on not only this connection, but all the other potential connections that could come from this one 21 Savage plug. And I actually understand Adin Ross. Like, I don't even fault him for this. Like, I understand why he's doing this. But I do want Adin Ross to know this one thing. If he's listening to this, my brother, these guys are not your friends. Remember that shit. They're coming on your stream not for you, the person. They're coming on your stream because they just want the benefits of your platform. Never forget that. And one of the issues, Adin Ross, with you accepting 21 Savage's apology is it sends a message to a lot of his peers that they can come on your platform and play you like a dummy like he did. Because 21 Savage obviously had no regards for, first of all, for your image. Because what does this say about your character judgment? He didn't care about the fact that you were going to look a certain way. All he was concerned about was, I'm going to go on this white boy's platform and I'm going to scam his ass out of this money. So he doesn't care about you, nor is he your friend, Adin. When it was convenient for him to pull up to your platform and try to scam you, he did that without even thinking twice. Why would you even think about having a person like this on your platform when they disrespected you like this? It don't make any sense. And I'm not saying outright burn the connection and be like, hey, 21 Savage, fuck you, nigga, like you scam me, bro. No, you don't have to do that, but you can pull a, hey man, I'm fully booked, bro. I'm fully booked for the month, man. I'm fully booked for the year, bro. And just don't have him on your platform again. And I don't really think 21 Savage deserves to be on Adin Ross's platform again, ever. Because like I said, Adin Ross, you don't need these rappers. That's number one. And number two, you're actually more beneficial to them than they are beneficial to you. Think about that. A lot of people have this perception that these rappers are so above content creators, but they forget the reason why you're relevant is because of content creators and media. If we don't talk about you, your ass is a has-been. So don't ever think you can just come on people's platforms and literally play in their face like this. This is ridiculous. People like Adin Ross is why 21 Savage is actually going to stay relevant. And that might sound like a crazy statement to people, but people who deny the influence of guys like Adin Ross or Kai Cenat, they don't realize that these guys are the new MTV. And I don't even put myself in that category because I stay in my lane and I'm never going to be as entertaining as these guys ever. I know that. I have a different role in this space and I'm completely fine with that and I own it. I don't even aspire to be an Adin Ross. And even if I did, I would never be able to do what he does. On the contrary, he would never be able to do what I'm doing. So as content creators, first of all, we have to know our role. And second of all, we have to know the power of our platform. And we can't allow anybody to come into our house and play in our faces like this. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. And I say that because I feel like Adin Ross doesn't realize the true power of his platform, especially as it relates to how much these rappers benefit from being on his platform. Something is telling me that Adin Ross feels a little lucky sitting next to 21 Savage when it should be the other way around. 21 Savage should be thankful to be on Adin Ross's platform. So thankful to the point where scamming this man in front of all these people isn't something that crosses his mind, because why would I disrespect this man right here, man? Adin Ross is a really good connection to have. And 21 Savage is very lucky that Adin Ross is such a forgiving guy, because if he wasn't, let's just say that 21 Savage would never be able to be on his platform again. So 21 Savage absolutely embarrassed himself on this one. I know that he would never, ever, ever do this with one of his rap homies, ever. But he did this to Adin Ross because he feels like he's an easy lick. And that is, although a reflection of Adin Ross and kind of the gaps that he might have in his character judgment, for sure, right? But more than anything, this is a reflection of 21 Savage's character. Because 21 Savage, he's constantly talking about loyalty and integrity and all these interviews that he be doing just for him to pull something like this, which is ridiculous. But then again, joke's on me because this man has a goddamn cross tattooed on his face. And on top of that, he talks about killing people in his music. So sure, he's an artist and I think he makes some dope music and it is his artistic expression. But at the end of the day, I don't know about you, but personally, I've never met a man who talks about killing people who look like him, who's an upstanding citizen. I haven't. Maybe you have, okay? Maybe you have, but I just haven't. Okay, I haven't. They say don't judge a book by its cover, but you know what? Maybe I should have been a little more judgmental here. Just maybe. And to be fair, on top of that, the cover is the only thing we can judge. It is what it is. Anyway, 21 Savage caught scamming Adin Ross. Any thoughts on this conversation before you leave? Okay, before you leave, like this video and subscribe if you're new here. Welcome to the family. Thank you for joining me today. What's your thoughts on this topic right here? 21 Savage caught in 4K scamming Adin Ross on camera. You've heard the story, you've seen the video. Now I really want to hear what you have to say. So I'll see you in the comment section below. But most importantly of all, I'll catch you on the next video. Have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're at, and stay blessed. Peace. I'm out.